We're going to Mars. But is it our savior or our destruction? Humanity dreams big, but can we really live on the red planet? Welcome back, space explorers. Today, we dive into the reality of Mars, the missions already underway, the grand colonization plans, and the massive hurdles we must overcome. Forget sci-fi fluff. This is science fact, myth-busting, and revelation, all in one. Let's blast off. Section 1, Current Missions. First, what's actually happening on Mars right now? NASA's Perseverance rover is rolling across the Jezero crater, solving mysteries of ancient lakes. Meanwhile, China's Zhurong is exploring Utopia Planitia, tracking weather and geology. And don't forget the Emirates Hope orbiter. It's mapping Mars' atmosphere every single day. These missions are building blocks. They tell us if Mars once had water, oxygen, even microbe life. They're teaching us how to land safely, survive dust storms, and protect our gear from radiation. Each rover is like a tiny pioneer, scanning, analyzing, testing what we'll need for human lives on the surface. Section 2, Colonization Plans. Alright, that's the robotic groundwork. Now, how about real people living there? SpaceX's Elon Musk wants to launch hundreds of Starships to Mars, creating a city on Mars by 2050. NASA, meanwhile, aims for crewed missions in the 2030s under Artemis and Gateway programs. Here's the plan. Send humans in waves. First, small teams land, set up HABs, habitats, test greenhouse farming, water extraction, oxygen production. Later, bigger crews arrive carving tunnels into Martian rock for radiation shelters. They call this in situ resource utilization, using Mars' own water ice to make breathable air, rocket fuel, and cement. It's not just bringing supplies. It's turning Mars into a manufacturing hub. Section 3, Real-life hurdles. Sounds epic, right? But here comes the rough stuff. Radiation. Mars has no magnetic field or thick atmosphere. Cosmic rays and solar flares could give astronauts cancer or damage their DNA. Habitats will need overhead shielding, 3+ meters of rock or ice, or entire tunnels underground. Gravity and health. Mars' gravity is only 38% of Earth's. Long stays could cause bone density loss, muscle atrophy, weak circulation. We don't know the long-term effects. We might need exercise machines or even artificial gravity habitats. Food and water. You can't ship everything. At 11-month trip times, we must grow our food. But Martian soil has toxic chemicals like perchlorates. So we'll need hydroponics, clean water sources, and robots to tend farms. Dust storms. Giant storms can last months, blotting out the sun and covering solar panels in dust. No sunlight, no power. We'll need nuclear power or wind turbines, plus self-cleaning systems. Psychological stress. Living in a small habitat, confined crew, stuck for months. That's hard. People could suffer from depression, conflict, isolation. We'll need strong crew selection, training, entertainment, communication systems, and Earth contact support. Section 4, Where Science Stands. Here's what researchers are doing right now. Radiation tests. Scientists on the ISS are studying radiation effects and testing new shielding materials like water-bearing plastics and lunar regolith blocks. Soil experiments. Greenhouses in Arizona, Utah, even Antarctica simulate Martian soil and atmosphere, testing which plants can grow with perchlorate removal. Mars base camp studies. NASA built habitats in Hawaii and Utah to test life support systems, social dynamics, and rescue scenarios. Robotic helpers, drones and rovers that can build, repair, scout, and even 3D print shelter before humans arrive. Every test, every failure, brings us one step closer to habitable Mars. Section 5, The Bigger Picture. Why do it? Here are the main reasons. Survival of humanity. If Earth faces extinction-level events like asteroids, pandemics, or climate collapse, a self-sustaining Mars colony could be a lifeboat for civilization. Tech advancement. The tech we develop, advanced recycling, solar power, medicine, can spin back to Earth and solve problems here. Inspiration and exploration. Human beings are explorers. Mars is the next giant leap, inspiring future generations in science, engineering, and space exploration. Section 6, can we really do it? Okay, let's be real, can we pull it off? Sure, but it'll take time, money, and guts. We need international teams, NASA, SpaceX, ESA, CNESA working together. Governments and private companies must invest tens of billions on habitats, safety, and robotics. We need to train people mentally, physically, socially. Still, decade by decade, step by step, it's possible. What seemed impossible a century ago, powered flight, moon landings became walking on another world. Mars could be next. Mars is no longer just a planet in sci-fi. It's the real frontier, with missions happening, plans unfolding, and daunting challenges ahead. But if we fix those problems, humanity could have two homes. So, are we ready to make Mars our second home? Hit the like button if you think humans will live there. Subscribe and ring that notification bell because we're exploring the future together. Drop a comment below, would you move to Mars? Stay curious, stay engaged, and as always, keep reaching for the stars.